Welcome aboard Willie Goat's Transit Time. This is a Metro commuter rail and Pace bus trip between Grays Lake and Lincolnshire, with station stops at Prairie Crossing, Buffalo Grove, Prairie View, Mundelein, and Libertyville. Enjoy the ride! It is 5:15 in the morning. I am giving myself a challenge today, one that I don't think I'll be able to do any other day because I'm taking transit to work. Full-time job, not part-time job, but we'll see the part-time job later today. The goal is to get onto Metro, go to Prairie Crossing, showcase Prairie Crossing as the horrible station that it is, get on the North Central service at Prairie Crossing, go to Buffalo Grove, take bus 272 pretty much out to the industrial park where I work at, walk over to the mill, do the first aid training that I signed up for. And that's going to be the first half of it. The second half of it, I'm going to get to Mundelein through Prairie View, or via Prairie View. That's going to be a bit of a walk, but I can do it. Then in Mundelein, I'm going to take 574, another bus, up to Libertyville. And then just get on Metro at Libertyville and take that back home. A full day of transit for a couple hours of work. But I'm here for it, god dang it. But before I even get on the train, walking down to Casey's and getting me some breakfast. They got biscuits and gravy. They've got hash browns. Actually, I consider Casey's to be a pizza joint that more or less decided to sell gasoline. And then they've also got some other food in there, as well as a beer cavern. But some of you are too young to be seeing that. I got my biscuits and gravy. I got my hash brown to sop up the excess gravy once I finish the biscuits and gravy. I should have enough time to eat this when I get home. I mean, the biscuits and gravy pretty much has the same consistency as many other restaurants, and the same taste too. The hash brown is, though, the bee's knees. It has good flavor. They definitely add in some, like, herbs, onion powder, maybe.
Oh, it's tea time!
This is the one I pulled out of my Rootmaster. I've got the variety stuck in here, just, you know, kind of a roulette in a way. You think I got enough tea? I don't think I got enough tea. Should I get more tea? Yeah, I should probably get more tea. Maybe not. I don't know. Yeah, no, maybe so. Yeah, sure. Okay, yeah, we'll do that maybe. All right, just about 10 minutes until my train gets here. Well, actually, a little bit less than 10 minutes, give or take. In between 10 and 5. But let's get to the train station. Why don't we? Here comes my knight in shining armor. This is the knight in shining armor for all the daily commuters. There she is. It's only one stop, so I'll get on the bud. Based on the wording of this sign, the advertisement is almost a year old. Alrighty, good morning. Welcome to Prairie Crossing. Prairie Crossing is a station that I am going to simply call the cream of the crap. It has... the neighborhood itself was built out of opposition of what was going to be here, because there was going to be a very dense subdivision over there, but the people who saw that did not want that, so instead they got the land that used to be farmland and they built this lighter density neighborhood community thing that has prairie, that has organic farming, that has a public charter school, if you can believe it or not. It's pretty interesting, to say the least. And when they built it, they had the idea of, oh, let's have a train station here. Why not?
And so you get Prairie Crossing Libertyville. This is one. You can hear the train at the other one. I'm going to get on the next train that comes at about 7:50ish. Or not 7:50ish, 6:50ish. My apologies right there. But anyways, I will say I enjoy the design of this depot. The prairie style architecture of the waiting room is pretty decent. They made it look like the surrounding Prairie Crossing area, which is in that direction and not in that direction, which we'll find out when we get to the North Central service. We gotta walk over to the Prairie Crossing station for the North Central service. This station is definitely worse because, well, North Central service is very abysmal here. 7 inbounds, 7 outbounds. For the North Central side, Prairie Crossing is an abysmal station. Not only because it is a little bit further away from the community that it's supposed to represent, but also it's right next to a big landfill. Right here is literally the Prairie Crossing landfill. You can't see it because there's trees in the way, which good for them in having those trees in the way. But you could see it through those trees there. You see that hill? That's the waste management landfill. And because of that, there's really no good reason to come here. I can definitely smell the garbage now that I'm here. You can't smell it from the other train station, which is good, but definitely when you're here, you can smell it, even in this cold weather. Here comes my next knight in shining armor.
The Chicago Union Station is now arriving. Please step behind the yellow line.
Thank you, Karen. Always a displeasure to be hearing from you instead of the real voice that we had before.
Watch your step while exiting the Buffalo Road.
All right. Here we are, Buffalo Grove. For what it is, it's a decent station. It looks like they got a northbound potash train and a southbound manifest waiting down there. And that's kind of weird because Buffalo Grove doesn't see a lot of CN trains. The patronage at this station is quite immense for the North Central service. I enjoyed that. I really dig that. Not my train, but figured I'd get off and see what it was. Oh, there's a cab car. Old Bud cab car that never had its cab taken out. Here comes the boss. Yay. Okie dokie. Well, I'm here. Kind of. I just gotta walk a little bit. I got about a mile to walk, which isn't too bad considering there might be a path on the other side, but I'd rather be on this side. Feet are getting a little bit wet, but that's okay.
3 hours later.
Well, that was fun, informative. I now know how to do CPR, some basic first aid stuff. How to do a tourniquet. I've got all the booklets and stuff in my backpack. They give us a few pieces of reading material, which is pretty good. But now I must walk to Prairie View. And thankfully, I've got about an hour and a half until I gotta be there. So, I'm definitely gonna get there before Metro does. And if I'm lucky, I'll get to see the L501 go by. Hearing Chilla Luna coming from the, Zizzo Racing headquarters. That's, that wasn't on my bingo card today, but... Oh, it just ended. But still, that's a racing headquarters. Sometimes in the morning, when I'm coming to work, I'll see a Rust-Oleum decorated truck right in that garage door. Because I mean, they're probably between races, and you know, this is where their home base is. Nice that they got good Italian music going there, though. I'm at the edge of the industrial park now. There's a stoplight up ahead. I'll cross up there. Right across the street is a high school. It's a pretty big high school too. I knew some people that went here for, well, school. We have made it. We have made it to Prairie View. I think I still have like an hour until the train gets here. What time is it? Shit, it's only 1:26. God dang it, what are we gonna do for an hour? I don't wanna go across the street and, well, yeah, I don't wanna go across the street and have a beer. I'm waiting until I get the bundle line before I spend money on anything. They actually built some transit-oriented infrastructure. Wheelchair. Because you park on this side, it's a bit low to get up, but they made the proper wheelchair ramps on this side. The thing I do like about this station, though, is the actual station house itself. It looks good. It has all the HVAC that you need. By the way, generic North Central Service station shelter. Nice wooden doors. You got the men's room, you got the ladies' room. We'll go up into here. You got the non-hostile benches, and you got the cushion seats. And it's actually not that big of a reverb in here either. And oh, look at that. If you really wanted to, you could really bring one of those chairs up to over here. And you could sit at the desk and like write down something. I might do that and still look at my phone. There really aren't that many outlets in here, but then again, this station was built back in 96, 97. Outlets weren't as big of a necessity as they are now. But at the same time, they also made it look classic. And classic means little to no outlets, you know? Here's the plaque of all the people who were involved in this station. Be safe, always use handrails. Is he? Yeah, he's getting down from the second story. So, I mean, this station itself is really nice. For what it is, it's really nice. Now, honestly, one thing I don't like about the North Central Service, no frickin' pay kiosks. It's either you pay on the train or you pay on the phone. Well, the mechanical bell is there, which is nice. But that ain't a knight in shining armor down there. That's a knight in tarnished armor. Ugh. Hoping for an all-Mac train day, but I guess not. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. That's the Milwaukee Road Unit. Very nice. Things are coming up, Willie Goat. We have a CN manifest going by. And it looks like it's all hoppers. So, probably a phosphate fertilizer train. That definitely caught me off guard. And we're not even at Leafton yet. Coming up, Amcor Flexibles. Second to last rail-served customer on CN's L501 going north. There used to be a lumber yard here, but now there's not. I think that's a part of Prairie Materials, but this is not where the hopper cars go in. That's a connection to the J. That is the J. And then over here we got two tracks that'll come into ours Down here they call it Control Point Trafton. And then on the other side, I'm not recording it, but that's where they usually stage old ore jennies for local service that goes north to a quarry just outside of it's north of the Plainville. Alrighty, bye-bye. Bye-bye, Milwaukee Road Unit. Have fun. Oh wait, no, it's gonna come back south. I forget this train becomes the next southbound. Well, welcome to Mundelein. Probably the most TOD station on the North Central service. And this was all put up, well, most of it was put up within the last 5-10 years. They're obviously still working on the stuff over there. That parking garage is brand new. It's not even open yet, I don't think. But essentially, this is what Mundelein decided to do. Put a lot of apartments right next to the train line. Also, this bridge. So they didn't put any openings for rail fans. Oh well. Let's go into the station. Looks like they've got some sort of art installation up. I don't see a vending machine anymore. These are the old train stations. Sioux Line, North Shore. The old train station is now a museum down the road. Well, down the railroad, I guess. It's on the name of the station. The name of the road is escaping me. We're gonna do a quick stroll behind the Ace Hardware. The people who pick up our bales, we gotta schedule an appointment for them to come pick up our bales. It looks like we got 9 out there. And the saying that I like to say is, once you get 10, we get a free something. I don't know what it would be. Free pizza, maybe? I mean, I just make that shit up. Only thing I'm happy about is that we got a new dock last year. And even though it looks a little bit rusty right now, it's still pretty nice. Yeah. So yeah, there's one bale. And then there's 8 other bales. So we're at 9 bales now. There's our cinder blocks. There's premium ice melter for some reason. I don't know who ordered that stuff, but looks nice. But that's not why I'm walking this way. I'm walking this way for that restaurant over there. It's called Frank's for the Memories. But they are the best place in the entire area for buffalo wings. Another good thing about this place is that the bus goes right past here. And that's the bus I'm going to get on. It's just on the road, the bus stop. 31 minutes to the next southbound. That's good enough. That gives me enough time to get some boneless wings. And then I can go walk down, grab my bus, get to Libertyville, and then get on the next train going north. I got the mild chicken, I got the ranch to make the Buffalonians cry. And then they had cream of chicken wad rice soup. Oh my god, that chicken was incredible. I've still got my soup with me though, because bus is gonna be here in about 5 minutes, and bus stop's right down there. I'm gonna try and finish my soup before I get on the bus. Well, I guess when I said it was 572 or 574, the correct answer is yes.
Here she comes. Here's the bus. It is time to get on the bus. When the bus gets here, I'm getting on this bus. Here she comes. Here's the little bus. Okay.
Route 5.
Afternoon.
Thank you.
All right. God, That 6700 series bus was loud. Well, since I've got some time, I'm pretty sure I got some time, maybe stop at the coffee shop. Got a good brownie, got a hot tea. This place is amazing. They all roast and bag their own coffee here. They have it for sale in the next room over. I like this place. I like Libertyville. They must be doing some roasting or something, because whatever steam is coming out of the back of their coffee joint, that's what's making such heavenly smell. I can't smell it now because it's dispersed a little bit better over here, but you could really smell it over there, and that's nice. Oh, right here I got a pocket of the scent again. That's a good smell. I like that. That's so nice. Oh, that's good. So this is the Libertyville train station. They remodeled it, I want to say back in right around COVID, a little bit after COVID, I think they remodeled it. And I mean, it's a pretty nice station. It used to be the regular RTA cookie cutter station, but the people of Libertyville were like, nope, let's get it remodeled. They voted yes. And sure enough, we get this nice, quaint station. You know what, here, let's go through it. Lit up yellow because there's an inbound coming and we gotta wait for the inbound. But the outbound's gonna get here first and then the inbound's gonna go in the hall. And then we'll be able to take our train back north. Oh, here comes my final knight in shining armor. Looks like it's going to be another Mac. I hope it's 500. No, it's not 500. Though it is one of the lower numbered ones, I think. 505. Excellent. This might be a train I saw earlier this morning that had airplane seats on the end. I'm only going 2 stops north, that's fine. There's the inbound in the hall. And there's its Mac leader.
Bye guys.
Thank you. Alrighty.
Bye guys, see you.
Have a good one. Yep. Made it home. Back to Grays Lake. Battery's almost dead here, but it made it. Today could have been better. Today definitely could have been worse. But today was, it was A-okay. I had some Chimkin. I got some really good first aid training I'm happy about. I now know how to do CPR correctly. Obviously, you still gotta do it to stay in alive. That's the best song to do it by. Funny enough. So now we go home. If it is your birthday today, happy birthday. If it is not your birthday today, then well, I'm sorry about that. I hope your birthday is soon. I am the Willie Goat, and as always, I'll see you next time.
If you enjoyed this episode of Transit Time, consider subscribing to Willie Goat for more train, transit, gaming, and other miscellaneous content. Thank you for riding with Willie Goat today. Goodbye.